Nigga, turn your camera and
Open
look
YouTube.
at your lips in your camera, nigga.
Yours are too? Where my Carmex go?
I don't know.
All right, good day, people. Y'all ready?
Right there.
We live. We live. All right, look, phones. Turn that phone down.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Phones on silent. Trying to keep up with the whole Facebook group and all of this interaction that we got going on because we semi-famous in this bitch. How y'all feel? Y'all ready?
Yes,
Come on,
sir.
Duke.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Hey, I'm letting my Twitter peoples know.
Your tweet is that what they call? Doesn't Twitter has? Don't they call them something?
Yeah, I don't remember what.
There's
it
a
is.
name for Twitter people, right?
I wouldn't know.
All right. So, good day, people. Welcome back to another episode of Kill Talk Radio, Sex, Love, and Hip Hop, the podcast. We are live today, Saturday, August 29th, in big, small town, Connecticut. Back from a short hiatus, a very entertaining weekend that we experienced last weekend, trying to expand and explore our Royal Oats into other areas. Of course, they didn't show us the love that we needed to be shown, but how we feel about them, Jamie?
Yeah, we're good with them.
Yeah, we don't. How we feel
We're
about
gonna
them,
do
Duke?
better.
How we feel about them, the Deuce?
You know, you have a picture of me. I was just chilling.
Life's
chilling
a,
by the pool.
Life's a beach.
I haven't seen the picture though.
That was an amazing photograph.
Great
First
picture.
of all, I took it. It was a dope ass picture, and I created it. I created a meme out of it, and I'm very well expecting that photo to be famous in the next year or so.
Oh Lord,
All
I
right.
hope not.
All right. So I got my man in the building, a very good friend of mine, one of my best friends in the world. You know what I'm saying? My man Slocks. We call him Slocks.
All right.
You know, straight from the sandbox. He's in town for the day, and
Yeah.
he's gonna give us his opinion on today. How you feeling, man?
I'm feeling great.
You look good, man. You look
Good.
You look
Shit.
good. You look like you 22 and a half years old.
Black don't crack, baby.
You ain't lying, boy. You know what I'm saying?
That's that melanin.
You ain't lying, man. Your mother did good for you, man.
Shit.
Glad that you're here, man. Thank you for
Alright.
coming. We appreciate you. You're
No
gonna
doubt.
be
Come on, you already know.
You ain't gonna hold no punches today, right?
Do I ever?
My man. We gonna keep it 1,000 all the way around. Are y'all ready for today's conversation?
I'm so ready.
Yes, sir.
I've been preparing for this all week. Well, actually for like 2 days. Because we originally had another topic for the week, which was how important is money in a relationship. But I felt like that conversation was too simple. And I'm a grown ass man now in this life. And I'm tired. I don't want to be simple. I need motherfuckers to know that I'm a grown ass man and I got grown ass thoughts. You know what I'm saying? So why do we need to have a conversation about something that we already know the answer to everything? Everybody knows that money is important in a relationship, right? We all know
Correct.
that.
That's a fact.
So it's not
a
really a
fact.
debate. It's
That's
not
true.
really a good. I mean, it's an easy conversation to have. We could have had fun with it, but we'll get back to that later. So this week, based on the situation that happened over the weekend, my mind was running all week, and some things happened. So I was like, boom, and then I had an epiphany, which I usually do. That's how most of the shit gets created. And I was like, this is what we need to talk about. Fuck money. Let's talk about some real shit. So y'all ready for this?
Yes, sir.
I'm ready.
You got your drink? What you got over there?
I'm drinking my Uncle Nearest that I was able to hold on to for at least 4 days because I didn't let you know that it was on the premise. I didn't let you know where I put it.
Shots fired. Shots fired already.
If you go to the Facebook group,
Ooh, we getting
it's
ready.
when you announced it to the world.
Let's
the
do it.
world knew before you knew.
Let's do it.
That
The world
Uncle
knew
Nearest
before
was
I
in the
knew.
building.
We in the same building, and the world knew before I knew that you had it.
You thought I was sipping on
Where's
orange.
the loyalty at?
I was.
You was loyal to that. Where's the loyalty? How can I trust you?
You can definitely trust
How
me
can I trust you in life?
because you know what my secret stash is.
Do I though?
The
I
cash-
know that.
You know what my
I know that
cash
you have a
stash-
stash.
You
now.
know what my cash stash
I know you
is.
have a stash.
You
I
don't know what my
where
liquor
it's at,
stash
though.
is.
So let me hide my shit. Let me hide mine too. I'm gonna put mine under the couch.
See what had happened was if I
What happened?
if I just leave it out in the on the counter on the rack, I'll come back and it'll be empty.
That part.
And the last time it got empty, the store ran out.
Oh.
And
Oh.
the last time
Somebody
my
might
Tito,
be buying up all
Because
the
we the only
liquor.
niggas in the neighborhood.
the last time my
buy-
Tito's got empty.
We the only niggas in the neighborhood. We buy all that shit up.
I'm just preaching right now. The last time my Tito's got emptied, it's still not in the freezer.
That's how you
Still not
feel?
another bottle in the freezer.
That's how you feel?
There was a shot left on the counter for like 2 days.
That's how you feel?
I guess you
Nice
was leaving it
frozen.
that last shot for me.
Why don't you say some names?
Oh, Humphrey Bonehart?
That's how you feel? All right.
Living
cool.
the dream
I
catcher.
mean-
I dreamed
Okay.
from Livid about having some Uncle Nearest.
Well,
I mean-
cheers to that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We in here, right? What was you about to say, Sauce?
I mean, last night when I got here, it was more than a half a bottle of Douce, and this morning when I woke up, that bottle was gone. I went outside, smoked a cigarette, smoked some of that blunt, came back in to get some Douce, and that shit was gone.
Listen, man, everything about life for me, from my perspective, is this. Time is a very important thing. And from my world, time is the most important thing. So I don't like to waste it. You know what I'm saying? So if I got some shit, what are we waiting for? Well, I'm going to wait a week to drink a bottle of liquor. I'm drinking all of it while I can. I might not even be here next week.
And for that reason,
I
that's
hear you.
why, because time is so important. That is why I hid my bottle, so I don't have to spend the time to get back in my car, drive back to the liquor store, find out they sold out, go to the next liquor store, find out they sold out, and then go down the street 3 miles to finally find
Turn it around.
You know what he said?
That's
You
what's
know
up.
you know why he said that?
Why he
He
say
said
that?
because you can't get that shit back.
That's a
That's
fact,
how-
though.
that-
Can't get that back.
Can't get that
That's
back
right.
back.
That's why I filled my cup up. You dig? All
Uh,
right.
I ain't there yet.
Yeah.
He's still doing little quarter
He-
cups. It's gonna take me about an hour to drink this because I'm a smoker.
Yeah, he's still lightweight on the liquor pan. That's grown
Shit.
man shit. You see this? You know what I mean? That shit burned a little bit.
Nah, that shit got me cold.
Oh.
I was like,
He's
my
bundled-
whole body's
he's
cold.
bundled
I
up.
was like, oh shit.
That's funny. All right. Yo, what,
go.
are y'all ready? There's some shit going on in the world right now. There's a lot of there's a lot of things. I don't want to spend too much time on that shit because that's a whole nother thing. But the Black Panther died last night
Cliff Robinson.
or early this morning, and Cliff Robinson.
Yep.
Was he a Hall of Famer? He was very
was
good. That's
all-star.
what we should.
I don't think
I
he
think
was.
all
Nah,
black
he
people
didn't
know
make
who
a-
Cliff
he
Robinson
didn't
is.
make he didn't make the Hall of Fame yet, but he's gonna get there now that he dead.
But we
That's-
also
yeah,
in his
that's for sure.
backyard, he went to UConn.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh wow! I
said,
didn't
what,
know
we
that part.
30
You knew
miles,
that?
40 miles from UConn?
Oh wow! I didn't know that. Oh,
Yeah.
that's crazy.
And that
If
nigga
you
balled
really
out
can
for Portland.
He definitely did, man. He
balled out for
definitely
Portland.
played ball. So a lot of shit is happening. People's emotions are on high right now, especially for Chadwick Boseman. You know what I'm saying? So rest in peace to him. But
Peace.
like, because of it's the timing that fucks everything up. It's because people already feel like 2020 is a fucked up situation.
It's a year to forget.
You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, and they just found a
And
bunch
then-
of motherfucking missing children in Michigan this morning.
right, that's what I'm saying.
That's
So
a positive.
And
Right,
then
so it's-
yesterday
it's-
in
it's-
Georgia, this shit is crazy.
it's such a seesaw thing because it's like the shit was like this, and then you start to find some hope, and then you know what I'm saying. Then it's like that again. Like goddamn, just as we starting to feel better about things, shit was starting to open up. Kids going back to school and shit. You know what I'm saying? Now, boom. Then you hit with some other shit.
I mean, this is
So-
what happens when you get a dickhead in office. I'm just saying.
oh
That
shit.
part.
Yeah,
What?
I'll put it out there.
Hey.
Hey, okay.
I'm putting
All
it out.
right. Okay, I don't have nothing to say about that one. I'll let the.
I don't have nothing to say because I agree. But
Okay, and
hey,
Okay.
it is what it is.
So
Right.
I know people. I know a lot of people are feeling some kind of way right now. So we're gonna do everything in our power to lighten that load just a little bit. But this is a serious conversation. This is a serious topic. It's a very serious topic, right?
Yes, sir.
So what we're talking about today is codependency, and I'm gonna put a little twist on top of it. The art of codependency.
The art?
The art. I will gladly explain myself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You
So-
try-
Are y'all ready for this?
With his advanced notes again.
Right.
Exactly, because I got a whole screen full of notes. Because I don't play no games. Don't look at my notes. Where
I'm
your
ready.
notes out? He got notes
ready.
too. The Deuce has
I'm
notes.
ready.
Jamie Sage is the only one with no notes.
I don't need no.
But she
It's
looks
all
good
here,
though.
baby.
She looks good. She says she's mentally prepared.
And she got her press pass.
Plus,
And she's got her press pass.
VIP.
VIP today. All right, that's cool. Plus what?
how could you be prepared for somebody who doesn't share their notes and just wants to throw it out at you?
Yeah, we don't have
He
broadcast
said,
meetings.
He said, yo, he
That's-
said even in the court of law they share their notes.
I'm ready for it's called
Do they?
discovery.
They share the
It's called
evidence, yeah.
discovery.
Oh, yeah.
You
But
got the motherfucking evidence.
And you're
nigga.
required to turn
What's
it
up?
over
That part.
beforehand.
right, but
But you
That's
like
bec-
to come
but that's-
out with your shots.
that's because they're
Did
that's
you-
because
I'm not afraid.
that's a battle.
Shoot.
That's because they're fighting each other.
This
We're
is-
not fighting each other. We're on the same team. You know, we're on the same team. Oh, y'all don't, that's how y'all feel? We're not on the same team?
Hold up! Didn't somebody come out
I'm
by
so-
saying he's coming for?
I'm
our
coming for
throat?
head. No. I didn't say.
Somebody's coming for
No,
somebody.
clarify.
He didn't name us
Clarify.
But I
specifically.
got coconut
Thank
oil,
you.
so you gonna right over.
Thank
You
you.
gonna
Jamie,
right over.
say it again.
He said he was coming for somebody. But
Thank
he
you.
did not specify it. Was
I didn't say I was coming for my team.
Mr. Slay.
I said I'm coming for heads.
Last night, when we, can you please tell me he did not say
What'd I
he
say?
was coming for our heads?
What I say?
You didn't say
What'd I
you was
say?
coming for our heads.
I
'cause
said
I was like,
I said I'm coming for heads. I said I'm coming for heads. I never said I was coming for y'all's heads. Go ahead, think about it. Think. Go ahead, process. Let it ring.
that part, I was fucked up last
I never
fucked up
said I
last
was
night.
coming for anybody's specific heads. I said I'm coming
I
for
don't-
heads.
My body camera was not on.
Okay.
All right.
So we'll just have to go with my police report, and
So-
my report said yes.
So we on the same team,
He's
right?
claiming that his statement made you feel some way.
It did.
and-
Obviously, it did. It obviously did.
And
Touched you.
that was. But
So-
I feel like we all agree that statement made us all feel some way.
That's
so
how y'all
maybe
feel?
Yo,
we
you had to
feel
clear it up
like-
for me
That's
because I'm like, yo, I ain't
You know
prepared.
what I'm saying?
Maybe it's
I
the
said I've been saying
delivery
it.
and not us.
I've been saying it all week, the same exact way. I've been saying it all week. Get ready for this conversation because I'm coming for heads. I've been saying it all week, the same exact way.
Let's get to it.
Get ready because I'm coming for
because
heads. I
you
never
didn't-
said I was coming for y'all's heads. I said I'm coming for heads.
For the record,
We're on the same team.
We need
Y'all
some
know what the
motherfuckers.
subject is.
We need some motherfucking tacos right now.
Y'all know what the
That big
y'all know what the
ass-
subject is before the subject happens. So why am I the only one with notes? So let's see how this is gonna go.
Hold up! We just established.
No,
I
no,
have
no,
notes.
no. I know you
He
got
has
notes now.
And I just established that I'm not going to make notes
All
based on a topic I found out about Wednesday. And the full information I got was, the topic has changed. It's now
We all had the same
dependency
information.
versus codependency.
We all had the same information.
I'm
Okay.
cool. My head.
We
But
all
I
got
know
it the
you're
same
just gonna
day. You
go
ready?
where you. Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's go, baby. All right,
Go.
so we're talking about codependency today. I feel like it's a very serious topic in the world that we come from, the environments that we come from. You know what I'm saying? We all come from a place of, I'm not going to use the word poverty, but, a lot of people understand that word and what it means. I'm just going to say we come from an urban environment, right? You know what I'm saying? We come from where the majority of the people there happen to be people of color, right? And the treatment to us is a little bit different than others, right? Can we all agree on that part?
Yes.
Even the white woman?
Yes.
All right, cool. So, codependency, from my perspective, from what I feel it means and what it reflects, I think that our community deals with it a little bit more than other communities, right? So that was why I wanted to have the conversation immediately, because I feel like it's a topic of discussion that needs to happen sooner than later, just like a lot of topics. But this one happened to be the one for this week, right? There's a lot of topics that need to happen. The conversation needs to happen sooner than later, but because I think that it'll help the world. So it wasn't like me saying that I was coming for heads and stuff like that. It wasn't like I'm looking for y'all, but you know what I'm saying? I was extremely passionate about it because something happened to me early in the week that lit a light in my head. It was a trigger. It was like, okay, I need to have this conversation. I need to get it out now before it's too late.
You want to share what the catalyst was?
So all right, there's a couple of females that I have in my life that are very close to me on a daily basis that we communicate daily, right?
Yes, sir.
Morning, we know what's going on. So on that particular day, more than one of those females expressed to me a situation that was going on in their lives, and they asked my opinion about it, right? So naturally, I'm like, why do you care about my opinion? It's your life. You know what I'm saying? Live your life. Do your thing. Make the decision for yourself. You're a grown person. You're an adult. You're smart. Do your own thing. You don't need my opinion, right? But then as I'm in the moment of saying that, expressing that, I realize that these people, these women, appreciate what I have to give. You know, whether it's an opinion or straight facts or whatever it is, they appreciate what I'm giving. It's valuable to them. So I had to pull back from the idea of me saying, fuck my opinion, make the decision by yourself, and then say, okay, you asked for my opinion as a willing adult. You asked for my opinion, so let me give you my opinion and see how it goes. So then once I gave my opinion, I noticed that their reaction to my opinion changed their mood in that moment. Their mood, went from wherever they was, less to better. You know what I'm saying? Like, I lifted the spirit a little bit with my opinion. Mm-hmm. I understand how that works, but I don't understand why that is a thing. I don't understand why people allow their happiness and their energies and their space to be based on the way other people feel about things. So it was confusing to me in the moment, but as a human being, I understood what was going on. But I'm like, why? Like, what the fuck?
So I'm sorry to cut you off. So in other words, it was like they were looking for you to validate the situation.
Right. And not to say, not to take away anything from that, but at the same time, it's like I want. One of the things that I advocate for in life is I want people to be able to think for themselves. And I think everybody does, but I want people to think for themselves and like have the confidence and the courage to just do whatever the fuck you feel like doing. You know what I'm saying? Because as Americans or living in the United States of America, we actually do have that freedom. We have the freedom to do and feel whatever the fucking way we want to, despite all the other shit that's going on. Like, you can wake up today and be like, I'm going to feel good.
Right.
Despite all the bullshit that's happening.
You can find the glass half full.
You know what I'm saying?
Find those little things.
So I don't understand. So I don't necessarily understand why there's so many people in our world that choose not. In my head, it's a choice. You choose not to feel good based on the other shit.
Right. And it's easier to feel good.
Speak up.
It's easier. Takes less energy to feel good and walk around mad all day.
Thank you.
It really does.
It really does.
100%.
So that was what triggered the idea. So that's what I was like, because it was in those moments. It was affecting my day. I was doing what I was doing that day, and then I had to deal with it, but I was in those situations with them, so I'm feeling their pain at the same time, and I'm living that experience. You know what I'm saying? So it affected my day, even if it was only for 5 minutes, for 10 minutes. It affected my day.
That energy that they were
right. So I'm like, yo, we got to get this shit out. I got to get this shit out because I don't want to deal with this shit no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want the people that I care about to have to call me or text me or whatever, reach out to me to lift their spirits, because we can, like, that's a choice in my head. You can choose to be happy. Yeah. This, like, we all have our moments. We all, you know what I'm saying? We all have our down moments or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then we reach out to certain people or whatever to lift our spirits. You know what I'm saying? You being one of them for me. When I'm feeling down, you know what I'm saying? I'll call you or I'll text you or I'll reach out, you know what I'm saying? Because I know your personality, I know your character, your spirit is going to make me feel better. But overall, like on a day-to-day basis, that's not what needs to happen. I feel like we have the capability in ourselves to do it for ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So that was what struck the idea for this conversation, this topic. And I think that there's a lot of people that struggle with it. So, go ahead. It looks like you got something to say. Say it.
I was just going to say, hey, I do have something to say. That
say it.
They can see you just as a positive light. You and I feed off each other. What are we? It's 2020.
Right.
See, I'm 42. I met you.
Oh, he just told people how old he was.
Yeah, man. I'm 42. I'm happy.
He's comfortable, boy. He's comfortable in his own skin. He done told people how old he is. I mean,
if you think I'm younger, that's great, and I appreciate it. Always appreciate it. But Mom's told me you got two choices. Either get old or die young, and I decided to get old.
Right.
So, and I'm gonna keep getting old. But my point is,
motherfucker, you ain't know I'm chasing you.
I'm chasing you, he said.
Yeah, shit, I'm right behind you.
He said I'm chasing you.
Not old, nigga, you is in your prime. Shit.
I'm older than I was at 20. Let's
Look,
just say that.
I'm still beating. You don't need the blue pill.
I don't need.
And I can jog
you
up
don't
the
need
hill.
the blue pill.
The fuck I'm talking about? Yeah, I didn't want no fist bump. I wanted one of these. Shit.
No, but
Okay.
my point was
Right.
is that you're a positive person. You got good energy. I'm a positive person. I have good energy. We feed off each other constantly. We've been doing this. We've been feeding off each other at least 30 years.
Right.
But especially in our adult lives. And sometimes, people come into your life and they don't have enough positive people, and you're that positive vision. So by reaching out to you, as we can talk, it is maybe a little dependency or codependency as we break down the definitions later. Mm-hmm. But they're happy. It's like, all right, I've added a good person or a strong quality person in my circle. And I think that's why they reached out to you. And I think that's okay.
Yeah,
I think that's a lot better than reaching out to somebody who's just gonna go negative with me and take me further down, bring me further into a spiral. I'll take our own situation real quick. I wrote a deal for my business, signed up a customer last week, and I told you about. Somebody else wanted to put their name on my deal on a legal contract and told me don't worry about it.
I remember.
I'm like, what you mean don't worry about it?
Right.
I mean, when I expressed it to you, it wasn't from a negative aspect because I already knew and I already handled it. But at that point, I was laughing it off. Like, who the hell you think I am? You think I'm Boo-Boo the Fool?
You was just getting that negative energy off of you.
Right. And you and I laughed at it. You're like, what?
Yeah, that shit is funny, right?
It's funny.
Yeah,
it's funny.
He turned the negative into something that, something that you could say a positive, but, you just wash that shit, you brush that shit off your shoulders.
Right.
And handled it.
But, yeah, like you said, somebody with positive energy is going to have more people that depend on them than somebody that's always walking around negative. Because, I have my times. I get real mad and be negative sometimes. I don't want to be around a nigga like me when I'm like that. What the fuck I want to be around?
I want to be around somebody like me.
Around myself.
What the fuck?
I want to be around like myself.
When I'm all mad and shit, I don't want to be around myself. But like the upbeat me, like that's who I am.
Right.
And you want to be around people like that can make you laugh and all of that. So there you go.
Yeah, so
there's a dose of healthy dependency in every good relationship. There, you do look for, even if it's just your friend or your significant other, you look for their validation in certain situations. Even if you're a positive person all the time, sometimes that little bit of just validation from somebody you care about their opinion and they're going to support you helps you a lot.
Yeah,
we do.
So I mean, it's a different thing when it becomes a codependency and everything they need validation from you. But every relationship has a small dose of healthy dependency.
Is that right?
They look for you.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
Yeah. You think about it, y'all
all feel that way.
We do it in our everyday things. We might not notice it, but all right, I might step out of the room and be like, yo, these look all right with this outfit. I'm looking for you for validation on are these looking right. We might not notice it. You might not take notice to it, but that's what we doing.
Slow.
You might come to me and be like, yo, how this tat, you think this tat gonna look right here? You know what I'm saying? Now you want my validation from something. Yeah, that's gonna look right there. Or nah, I think it should go down here on your hand. So, and that's shit that we don't pick up on because we've been doing that since day one. Since you were since children, that's how we are bred from, you go to your mom when you're a baby for such and such, you know what I'm saying? It's just bred in our everyday lives.
So it's
small
that's
things.
Healthy, though. That's healthy.
So you feel like, we were programmed for this.
Yes.
Yes.
Like we trained.
Yes.
Can we escape it?
I think that's
no,
community.
because the codependency comes from people who didn't
Right.
have that validation from when they were young, and that's why they need somebody else to validate all of their moves and everything about them.
He just hit it on the head.
That's what,
Okay, go ahead.
I was gonna.
He said that's community.
That is
what
community.
it is.
Definitely.
Yes,
Definitely.
because we would be solitary creatures if you didn't depend a little bit on somebody else. Then who would you talk to and all of that? You would be by yourself.
And the folks that aren't involved, we call them isolationists,
right?
Or hermits, or the guy who lives up on the mountain,
or outcasts.
Outcasts, yeah.
And they depend on themselves.
They depend on themselves, or they're very few people they depend on. You know, like somebody who might live in the mountain, he might come down maybe once every 3 months to go to the general store to get whatever his supplies and then go back. So he's dependent on the general store stocking up.
Yeah.
But most of his life is whatever he can do. Or somebody who's homebound in the city who don't come out, you know, at all, and
orders everything in.
Yeah, they may need the delivery person.
That's it.
They may need social services to drop by and make sure they're not dead, but that's it.
So from what I'm hearing right now,
Sir.
What I'm hearing from y'all right now is,
I see his face,
that codependency is what it is.
Adam and Eve.
So y'all
No.
that
There
we
wasn't
can't
just
like
Adam.
that's like we can't like that's it's a part of something.
Well,
that
codependency is
dependency.
unhealthy. Dependency, a slight bit of dependency is in every relationship. That's healthy. When you share your feelings about a situation with somebody else and they share their opinion and you value their opinion and it may validate what you're thinking or it may change your mind, but that's a little bit of dependency. That's healthy. It's codependency that's an issue where
All right, so
you can't do anything
every
yourself.
relationship. It started from day one. Adam and Eve. Adam depended a little bit on Eve.
We don't know that.
Shut
up.
I'm just
Shut
saying,
up.
that's
We
where it
don't know
started.
that.
But that's
We
what were
don't
told.
know
But
that.
that's what
No,
that's
shut up.
what we
That's what we
were
were taught.
programmed. Yeah,
Okay,
that's what
all
we
right.
were taught.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm getting at.
All
You know,
right.
because I'm one of those. I don't know. I can't.
I respect
you
that.
can't
I
tell
respect
me what
that.
the fuck. But that's what
you-
we were
yeah,
taught
that's-
from
we
day
ain't-
one.
Yeah, fuck that.
You know what I'm saying?
We don't
Depending
know
on
none of
shit.
that shit. We don't know if that shit is real at all.
Fuck
Mr.
yeah.
Livid. So
I agree with you.
I
on
know
that.
2 weeks ago we went to definition because we went hard.
Oh, we
so
going-
went
I got it right
Oh,
here.
you got
That
it
was
here?
it. I
Because I
got
was
you,
gonna
baby.
read codependency.
Let's do it.
Which
Let's go.
which
do it.
actually
Let's go, dude.
changed my mind a little bit
Drum roll,
on it as
please.
well.
Let's do it. Drum roll, please. Where'd you get yours from? Google or Webster's?
So I did Google and then I did medicalnewstoday.com.
Oh, okay. All right, let's
So
do it.
my Google one
Psychological
was
one.
Codependency, a person with excessive emotional or psychological
Reliance on a partner. Yes.
Typically,
Got it.
one who requires
Support
support
on
on
an
account
account-
of an illness or
Addiction. Yes, we got that.
And then it says in parentheses as an example, codependents confuse caretaking and sacrifice with loyalty and love.
Facts.
That's it.
All right. Now, after hearing that, this guy's brain is working. After hearing that, do y'all feel the same way?
Yes, because I've said
You do?
codependency is unhealthy.
Yes.
There is a level in every relationship. I'll say it for a third time.
But dependency
That-
is in it. It's a
so
part
when
of it.
those women called you for your opinion, it wasn't they were being codependent. If they can't make one move throughout the day without calling you and seeing what you should do and what would make you happy, that would be codependency. That's when they're not worried about themselves.
Okay.
But just when you have a friendship with somebody and you reach out to them, say, hey, this is the situation I'm facing and I value your opinion, that's dependency, but it's healthy. It's not unhealthy at all.
And I will take it back to week 1 when I said to you about this
So?
alcohol thing and about how much you drink alcohol. You are not
Sure.
dependent. You are dependent on alcohol.
What?
But you don't need it to function.
Oh,
You
so I'm
don't-
not dependent on it. So I'm not dependent on it. How you gonna say the same? You gonna say, cheers. How you gonna say this? How you gonna say that and then say that?
got
Because
something
you
that
can go to
comes-
work without drinking.
Exactly. I'm not
But you-
dependent on it. I'm sorry. I apologize.
No, you're fine.
I'm gonna let you finish.
You're fine.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. This
Go
is
ahead.
a conversation.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
That shit is nasty.
I'm dependent. But
What
not
I'm saying
codependent.
is, it's not.
Are
to
you
the
saying
point-
I'm dependent but not codependent?
I'm just saying it's dependent, but it hasn't moved into unhealthy.
Yes, right. When it
Like,
becomes
if-
that you can't function without alcohol, then you're codependent.
That'll never happen. But
But
so
you're
it happens
to a
dependent
lot
on
of
it.
people.
Like,
I'm not dependent on it.
I'm dependent
What
on.
What do y'all
I'm
mean by
dependent
dependent on
weed.
it?
If I don't have weed,
What do you
I'm
mean by
go
dependent
fucking
on it?
nuts.
What do you mean by dependent on it?
It-
Tell me what you mean.
it-
Do I not operate the same way when I'm not drinking?
No,
Do I not get the same shit done?
Yes.
If
No,
I
you
had
can
tasks,
get the same
if there was-
shit done.
if there
You're
was-
just nicer.
Exactly, but I get the same shit done, right?
You're nicer.
And
So
you
if
get
I had
your
a list,
inspiration.
if I had a list of tasks, I can get that same list of tasks done,
Absolutely.
whether I was drinking or not.
Absolutely.
Right.
And that's
where
why
we're
it's not
saying
unhealthy.
There's the difference.
So where's the dependency
if
at?
you couldn't do any of those things,
So where's the dependency at? There's no dependency at all.
Do you like to drink when you're working?
I love drinking. I love drinking, period. Whether I'm working or not. I love drinking.
and it makes you feel better, right?
Right.
Right.
That doesn't mean I'm dependent on it. That doesn't mean that I need it. I drink because I enjoy drinking. Like y'all both just said, I can accomplish the same exact things whether I'm drinking or not. Right?
And I am confident in that.
Exactly. So there's no dependency there.
Okay.
Is there?
We depend on it for you to be a
Oh! They depend on me to drink. They depend on me
Well,
to drink.
I tell you this.
Ain't that some shit?
If he calls me, he's on his way home from work, and he can't quite make the liquor store before it closes.
That's
I feel
a fact.
like he asked me to go to the liquor store, and I feel like, all
That's a
right,
fact,
I gotta
bro.
help him out because he's gonna want this, need this when he gets home.
And
So
he
I'm
doesn't
kind
want
of
to deal
like,
with you without it.
That's a
so
fact,
there
though.
you go.
That's a
so
fact.
we need
Oh,
it.
so y'all was dependent on the alcohol for me.
Yes.
I mean,
Okay. All
I
right.
was dependent on you last night. I needed to get some bud.
Right.
You got the bud for me.
I mean,
That's a healthy
worked out.
dependency.
It worked
all
out.
right. So that's a healthy form of dependency.
Right.
Yep.
That's
right now, if
funny.
he needs you to get the bud from him every day,
All right.
That
It
would
starts
be.
to get annoying
Yeah.
when you gotta
Codependency,
drive
right?
and go
There you
get
go.
it.
and he gets angry at you because you didn't give him his cones.
All right. So y'all are saying. That's hilarious. His extra large cones.
He didn't want the extra
king
large.
cones.
It's too big. He
The
wanted the
king
large
cone, right? He
cones.
needed the king
Right.
cones.
I needed the one and 1/8.
All right, so y'all are saying, for what it sounds like from my perspective, y'all are saying that dependency could be a normal type thing.
Yes.
Codependency is the extra shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah.
Right.
That is what we call the excess.
All right, so that's what we call the excess. All right, cool. So we've got similar. We actually have the exact same definitions, word for word. All right. So, but what I also have here are some other things, some notes. Tell me how y'all feel about this. All right. Don't be trying to creep
I
over
don't
here.
need to read your notes. I'm
Look,
good.
she ain't got. She
can
said
see
she's
it
mentally.
now.
She
I
said
can see
she's
it.
mentally prepared.
She had that shoulder.
All right, y'all ready?
A little bit.
All
I
right,
see
so-
you.
I can't read
Some of
without
the-
my glasses.
Some of the signs of codependency.
Yes.
All right, y'all ready?
Yep.
Ready?
Ready?
All right. Some of the signs of codependency: difficulty making decisions in a relationship.
Exactly.
Two heads went down real fast.
No, I was looking at my phone.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
Codependency.
You seen that shit light
Dependent on that phone.
You seen?
Dependent on that phone.
Yeah,
That's how that
I'm
goes.
dependent on that.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Fine.
It's some money
All
on
right.
that.
Difficulty identifying your feelings. Okay. Difficulty communicating in a relationship. Okay.
Correct.
Valuing the approval of others more than valuing yourself.
Exactly.
Lacking trust in yourself and having poor self-esteem. Okay. Codependency may happen when someone is in a relationship with a person who has an addiction. These are symptoms. These are signs of codependency. Right?
It's true.
How many? So if we were to do what's the word called? I don't know.
Survey?
10 people. Yeah, 10 people.
A survey.
Out of 10 people, how many of those signs would you say that you see in the people closest to you? Out of 10 people, I would say 8.
Yeah, I'd say about 8 too.
I don't have that many codes. in my life.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say I don't have that
no.
many friends. Or
I
that.
do have friends. I
Thought you
do
were gonna say I
have
don't have
friends.
that
My
many
friends
friends.
just aren't codependent.
I hear that
promise you.
shit, but I thought it was a normal thing.
No,
Dependency
dependency.
is normal.
You don't seem to be able to differentiate
You're right, I
between
don't.
because of the word is
Yeah,
there.
it is. It's fucking me up.
Yeah, it's a
and
fine line
It is.
It is. And
but
honestly,
any psychiatrist or
line. It's
psychologist will tell you that's healthy.
but
like
a lot of
when we work together, that's our dependency on each other in a relationship. That's and that's healthy. It's when the person can't make another move without the person. When everything that in their life revolves around that other person. When their self-esteem is based on how happy their partner is. That's codependency. Yeah. That's when it's a problem.
It's fucking me up. What we gonna do? What we gonna do later?
I've got 8
what we gonna do
in your life like that?
What we gonna? That's funny. What we gonna do later is we're gonna call some experts, and the experts that I feel like we're gonna call are our parents, because I feel like our parents are the perfect people to touch on this.
I'm afraid.
So we're gonna reach out. We're gonna reach out to our parents, who We're going to reach out to our parents to get some insight, some clarity on the definition of the words, because y'all are right. The word fucks with me. So I am having a hard time separating the dependency from the codependency. Because when I searched codependency and then when I searched dependency, there were no definitions for dependency. It reverted to codependency. It showed there was no true definition of the word dependency. It showed synonyms and stuff like that, but it didn't show a definition. And then it went to code. You have the definition?
I had it.
Okay.
I think I removed it.
I didn't find it. So it was what that told me is this: that we're either using the terminology the wrong way, or no, that's it. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Unless you can find it. If you can find it, then I'll be glad to hear it. But I couldn't find
honestly speaking, but we're just doing the research and reading up and knowing to know a little bit more about what I was talking about.
But read what that says. That has nothing to do
previously
with
using it the wrong way.
Read what that says. She just showed me the definition of dependency. That has nothing to do with human beings. That's space.
A dependent or subordinate thing.
No, read the whole thing.
Especially a country or province.
Exactly.
By another.
That's not.
But it says dependent. So
Yeah.
anybody like your child is your dependent. They're dependent on you when they're first born to take care of all of their needs. They're not. And at that time.
Right, but as we grow as adults, as we
Exactly.
grow as human beings,
that's
so that
where
word falls off the map.
No, not really, because they become when you were 18. That's when you become sort of independent.
Definition.
But it's still you still rely on the other person for some things. You rely on somebody for something.
I think just in the definition. I think just in that definition alone is saying that we're not supposed to do that.
Webster says relying on another for support.
There you go.
That's it. Just not dependent. Dependency.
Yes, sir. All right.
That's what it says?
No.
You looked up dependent, right?
I was gonna look up dependent.
Exactly. There's a difference. I can understand what dependent means. I can understand that.
But you gotta understand the real thing is that the difference is the healthiness and the need for the validation from the
But that
other
could
person.
be all in the person's mind in which you're making it. That doesn't mean that that's what it is by definition. That doesn't mean that's what it is by definition. Like a lot of people create their own definitions for words.
Absolutely.
How do you create something that already exists? Just like people say, this is the way I love. This is my definition of love. This is the way I do things.
Right.
But there's already a definition of love. So how are you going to make your own? Same shit. So if there's already a definition for the word dependent, how are you going to say, no, this is what it is? No. The definition says what it is. You can't tell me what the fuck you think it is.
Nigga, I'm high and you confused me.
Yeah, I know.
Shit out of me.
That's how this works.
That's what life is
At you like,
is
what the fuck?
people's interpretation of what things mean. That's why there's different views in life.
And that's part of the problem in the world is that people are just interpreting things instead of looking at them for exactly what they are.
Right.
You're interpreting it instead of looking at it for exactly what it is. Right? So codependence. So we didn't find a real definition of the word dependency, right?
I found it.
What does it say?
Go
ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Something that is dependent on something else. That's what it says.
And then you look up the definition of dependent.
All right. Cool.
Right.
All right. So He's a rapper now.
I'm in the booth.
Yeah, he's in the booth. You know what I'm saying? He's going platinum. Know? King Sloth. He's going platinum.
You ain't know. Don't let me get my Funk Flex freestyle on in here. Shit. The fuck.
All right, so
but dependence, it says. It said the further definition, because it also Webster's also refers you to dependence, and it says one of the definitions is reliance and trust.
Right, and that's in the that's in the same definition. Those words are in the definition of codependency.
Over reliance is when I think there's a difference with codependency.
Over
reliance.
I didn't see the word over in there, but okay, all right.
Yeah, well, it says unhealthy or emotional. You gotta go back. But
I got it right here. Excessive emotional or psychological reliance on a partner.
So over reliance,
or typically one who requires support on an account of illness or an addiction.
Okay.
That's codependency. That's the definition for codependency. Dependency just says dependent on another. And I think the reason that it's so vague is because it's not a real thing. It's not a real fucking thing. Everything can be dependent if that's the case. Dependent on another. Are you serious? Dependent on another. Every employer is dependent on another. Every business is dependent on another. Every human being is dependent on another. I believe in interdependency. I believe that we all need each other to live a good life on earth. We all need each other as people. Mm-hmm. But emotionally, mentally, I don't believe that I need somebody else to do what I need to do for my life. I don't need another human being's opinion or input for me to live the way I need to live. You know what I'm saying? So I don't believe I'm a dependent person, but I do believe in an interdependent world.
Right.
We all need each other. You know what I'm saying? He's a professional. You're a professional. You're a professional. You do something. You do something. You do something. You know what I'm saying? We all got 100 bills to pay. You know what I'm saying? We got shit to do. I need the mechanic down the road. I need the person down there to make my food. I need this person. You know what I'm saying? We need these people.
Don't talk about food right now.
That part. We need these people, but as a human being, as an individual, I don't need nobody else to accomplish what I will need to accomplish for myself. Right? Professionally, yes, I might need somebody else. Like if I want to be famous, phone's on silent. Then he said he had his own. Yeah, he did that, right? So if I want to be famous, if one of my goals is to be in Hollywood or to be on TV or to be popular or to be famous,
right?
I can't do that by myself. I need other people to share what I do or tell people about what I do. You know what I'm saying? I need that in order to get to where I need to go. I might be able to eventually do it by myself, but it will take a hell of a lot longer, right? You know what I'm saying? So I believe in the interdependent society or lifestyle or worth. But as an individual, I don't believe I'm a dependent person. I don't need none of y'all motherfuckers to make me feel good about what the fuck I'm doing in my life.
But that's codependency, is that your self-worth is defined by how the other person's happiness. So you're not a codependent person. That's all you're saying. But there are codependent people out there.
No, but by definition of dependency, not codependency, dependent. Your definition
but you just
says,
admitted you're dependent on society working properly so that you can continue your life.
Right, but we're talking
about...
But
you don't define your self-worth on that, do you?
No, not at all. But we're talking about the definition of dependency. His definition that he just read, dependency says dependent on another, right?
Right. But back to the point of what I said before and Sage also said, is a unhealthy part to it. So like, for argument's sake, we all know excess sugar is not good for our body, but our body needs sugar. We know excess fat, which I got too much of right now, is not good for my body, but a level of fat is good for my body.
Right.
So dependency has its levels as well. Being dependent or a dependency, there's a good point, and then there's a bad point. That's when you go too far. And just like anything else, illicit drugs, sex. I don't believe in sex addiction. Not really. Not unless it's
me either.
Not again.
Well, that's another conversation.
But then again,
we're gonna do that. Right.
Yeah, we can have that one later.
Sex addiction. We gotta have that.
But then again, just real quickly, and I'll give you a highlight of what I'll say is, if if it consistently interferes with your work, because I will be okay with you interfering, like, hey, come meet me on my lunch break. Let's take a half day off. Let's take a day off. But if we doing this
you send me
every other day,
right before my lunch break, I'm coming the fuck home on my lunch break.
But if you're doing that
meet me
5 days a week,
that's a problem.
That's a problem because now you're putting your job and your house and everything else in jeopardy. So that just on my highlight.
The addiction comes in. That's
right.
where
and take it to the
no
head.
longer control yourself,
and then I'm back
this
to
is
work,
everything. And
great.
that's why addiction.
But at the same time,
hold up, y'all. She's talking over here.
That's why addiction is part of the definition of codependency, because once your addiction takes over to anything and you depend on that all the time and you can't function without, satisfying your craving.
Mm-hmm. Right.
No matter what it is, that's what you're codependent on that thing now and you can't go on. And if you have an enabler who's providing you with that thing constantly.
That's a good word too.
In all codependent situations, that's why there is an enabler.
Okay.
I read
that's
that
how
today.
you get to be codependent. So there, it's the level of when it becomes you can drink and you can drink all the time, like you said, but you're not dependent on it, right? You don't have any dependency, so you're not going to become codependent on it.
Right.
So where the level comes in is when it starts defining your world.
Okay. All right. So, thank you for that. Thank you for that very much. All right. So, also, it says what it says about codependency is this: codependency creates stress and leads to painful emotions, shame, and low self-esteem, create anxiety and fear about being judged, rejected, or abandoned, making mistakes, being a failure, feeling trapped by being close or being alone. In a survey or poll of a pool of 10 people, how many people do y'all think that those words right there can refer to?
I say a few. I mean, honestly speaking, after doing the research, I've realized, that I've been on both sides of the fence as far as being in a dependent relationship and a codependent relationship, and not necessarily me being codependent. Well, I have been codependent at times, and I've had other people be codependent on me, and I cut it off.
I'm so glad. I want to, I need one of the, we got to get arms. We got to get the
I'm not afraid.
Thing to reach, the little things that reach.
He said, I'm not afraid.
We need the reach. So I can reach. I need to reach over. I need to reach over to you right now because.
I think he hit.
Hey,
I think
why did he spark up?
I think you hit the head. I think that's what he was, when he said he was.
I was coming for heads. He did it. Like, that's what I'm saying. I need to dap you. I needed to dap you over there from over here. I need to shoot the bing. You know what I'm saying? That's my brother right there. You know what I mean? Like, I was shooting for heads. I'm so glad that you said it before me because I was coming for heads. I wasn't gonna put you out there like that because I was gonna eat it for myself too. Because based on these words, I read the shit last night as I was typing it. I'm like, yo, I'm codependent. Like, what the fuck?
I've been codependent.
Like, what the fuck is this about? You know what I'm saying?
Everybody,
and it fucked me up.
Everybody's been there before.
Exactly. It fucked me up because I'm like, nah. And I read it so many times. I'm like, nah, I'm not codependent. Fuck this. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying so hard to come up with something to prove that I'm not that.
Yeah, but you can't prove it.
You can't. Right. Based on what it is.
That's the reality of the situation.
I'm like, oh shit, I'm codependent like a motherfucker.
But as part of growth,
some bullshit.
As part of growth as a person, and is being able to recognize it.
Now that you
recognize it and to back off of it when you're there, or if you feel yourself going there, or you see the other person going there, and then either exercise that person from your life or straighten it back out. Right. Because as Sage and I have been saying, dependency can turn into codependency
real fast
in a hurry. I could be thinking I'm the best boyfriend in the world. I'm making Sage dinner every night, just doing it, and then one night I don't do it, and she snaps on me. Yeah. Because look, you've been doing this for 60 days straight.
The last part.
What the fuck is wrong with you today?
Right, depending on that.
What are you doing different? Who you dealing with? That's what comes with that next.
Right.
Once you change it, so break out of that early so that there is no cycle of when you get tired of the shit and you say I'm not doing this anymore, some extra shit comes in there because you're fed up, and then no.
Bad
flashbacks.
It gets real. Flashbacks.
It gets real fast, and that's exactly like the last thing here, like the last thing that I typed. That's exactly what it made me feel like. I was like, yo, I know so many people, so many. I'm about to read it. I know so many people that live like this.
Can I say one more thing that just popped in my head? How many times do you think, now that you really got me thinking, and I've looked into this research.
Exactly.
Where people say you changed.
Oh my Lord.
You changed.
What?
You changed. And
almost
it's because
every day.
But they saying it not because they've gone from dependent to codependent on who you used to be or who you were.
Right.
Or what you do. And you don't want, and for whatever reason, you don't want to do that anymore, or you moved on and you progressed.
Every
right.
day,
like
it
you're
happens,
not supposed
man.
to grow. Like
every
change
day.
is growth.
Exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like it's like they surprised.
Right.
They surprised that you decided to make a different move. You know what I'm saying?
Somebody that doesn't want to see you grow is not your friend.
That's a big fact.
At the end of the day.
That's how you feel.
Fuck why you think we still fuck around?
That could be family.
No matter where you was going, I was always like, do it.
Hell yeah.
Go hard, my nigga. Like, that's just the way we was.
Right.
You know?
Never
motherfuckers just grow up to be haters now. Just the way people are bred. At the end of the day,
right.
people are bred
that's real
because they
shit.
feed off other negative motherfuckers' energy. So they hate to see, especially our own kind, hate to see somebody move forward and try to do their best. They won't tell you to do what you got to do. They gonna set.
Sloss, I just have to disagree with you there.
Right.
It's
We
not
got
our own
15
kind.
minutes left.
It's humankind because we all hate. Humankind hates. Oh, you came up. Oh, you got money now. Right. You got a car now. You don't come here no more. You don't smoke with us no more. Because it's all of that.
Trying to get the notes in.
I don't need your notes.
But you know what? I'm giving y'all the avenue and the path to do what I did. You know,
Follow my path,
as long as you're building and setting up paths for your people, you're good. Like there's no need to hate because
there is no need to hate.
Opening up this job in this building in this community just gave all these kids in this community a chance to get a job in this community. You know what I'm saying? These motherfuckers don't want to see that.
That part, they definitely don't, man. It's hard, man. It's hard out here. You know what I'm saying? So like the last thing that I typed last night when I was putting these notes together, I looked like all the way up until the last one. I was in my head. I'm like, I can beat the system. You know what I'm saying? Like I can beat the system. Like yeah, that's not me. I can debate every single one. I could debate except for this last one. Y'all ready?
Yep.
You ready?
Ready.
We're going to do the same thing. In a pool of 10 people, how many people do you know, including yourself? All right? A codependent person tends to make their relationship more important than anything else, including their own well-being.
Everybody.
I say 9 out of 10.
Right.
That shit is the majority.
I will say 6 out of 10.
I'll
say majority, but I'm not gonna say.
It's rare you get that one motherfucker that'll be like, nah, I'm not happy with this shit right now, right then and there, when the shit hits the fan on this spot, and be like, nah, I'm out, and don't look back.
I'm saying 9 out of 10. Are you putting yourself in that 6?
I am putting myself in that 6.
You better.
What do you mean?
You better.
I'm confident.
I've witnessed you on more than multiple occasions do just that. Me too. I've watched you on multiple occasions. I've watched you on more than 6 occasions. So you can't even say 6. You better say 7.
You said people.
You better say 7.
All right, fine.
Say 7.
7.
Okay. You can't even say 6 because I done watched them 6 times do it. You better say 7. How many people you saying?
6.
I'm going to say that I know I've done it myself, like in past relationships,
so
but I've grown from that.
Okay.
And I'd say in my we're going to go with current relationships, that there's not that many, like
10,
4.
In a pool of 10 people.
In a pool of 10 people.
You're saying 4 people do that.
I'd say about 8.
I'm saying 9 all day. You said 4?
Yes, I told
What
you.
world do you live in? We need to go where she's at. We need to live around her.
Mine's a good circle.
What the fuck?
She grew and improved her circle.
Shit right there.
Exactly.
That's some
no,
bullshit.
because
So the
I've
people-
literally cut friends off for doing shit like that. Like
For putting their
if you're
relationship before everything else?
If you cannot find your identity in your relationship, and every time you get into a relationship, you're no longer around, and you don't fucking know us, and you don't have any time for us, then I don't have time to keep being there for you when you need me, because you're codependent on my friendship with you. But when you get somebody to be about, your head is up their ass. Hell yeah, nope, that's it. Like,
So what?
why are we friends? We're not really friends. You're just using me when you don't have somebody to be about.
So what do your friends put first in their life? What do your friends?
Themselves.
What do they like to do? We need to take notes, y'all. Take notes.
You need to
Take notes.
prioritize your
Take
life
notes. We
between
gotta find out what her friends like to do.
family and
This
your
guy,
career
you
and what
fucking
makes
nut.
you happy. You can't make your relationship
But what do they
the
like to
only
do,
thing
though?
in your life.
What do your friends like to do? They go to movies,
What we
live
used
concerts.
to. Well, I don't know what we do anymore in our lives because
Right.
this is
Sitting at
2020.
home sitting at home with masks
and-
on and shit.
But as you know, we still get together and drink. Like, what else is there to do these days? But we used to do a lot of things. I can't even remember them anymore.
Hey, Jamie's friends, if y'all are listening or watching, we want to hang out with y'all.
You do.
Because
I promise
apparently
you do.
y'all got life figured out. Y'all got the shit together.
I mean, we don't have life completely figured out, but we know what our priorities
They
are
with the
because
shit.
we're older.
They with the shit. We want to hang out with Jamie
That's
and her
the
friends.
difference between young people and older people.
Now,
Right.
what type
Right?
type
Deuce and I are a little bit wiser than you.
what type
guys,
of friend?
but You'll get there.
Why? Wait a minute. Whoa, why? Why y'all
Just
more
because we
wiser
have
than us?
more worldly experience.
Then what?
It's
Then who?
experience. As
In
you
what
well
areas?
know. In
In-
the world.
Shut your ass
We've
up.
been
areas
here
that-
That's
longer.
not true because you just said, let's not do this. You just said
I'm
last
gonna
week
ask
that
you your age
Uh-oh.
off camera.
age has nothing to do with it. Y'all better not be trying to talk about age right,
Right,
now.
but-
Why do you think I'm able to
'Cause age
beat you
has nothing to do with
in
nothing.
conversation so often?
I don't mean
Man,
it
stop
like.
that shit.
How many
As
people
in,
are
but
able
no,
to beat
but
you
they
in
say,
conversation
as
that you
you
know
get older,
on a
you
regular
learn
basis?
more.
That's only
like I
because
do.
that's only
True.
because you know me so well. It's not because you're older.
Well, see,
It's
but-
not because you're
I got
older. It's just
experience.
because you know me
See, now
well.
I can go back and forth.
Right.
with him in
It's only because
conversation
y'all
all day.
know me well. It's not because you're older than me.
I think it's a
But
combination.
think about you
Like I
at
said, I
like
call that nigga school.
in your early 20s.
Yeah,
you
we-
thought
we-
you knew a lot, right?
We can't compare that one. But
no,
I
but you
understand
thought
what
you
you're
knew
saying.
a lot.
I did
And
think
now
I knew a
at this
lot.
age, you look and you say, "Wow, you didn't know anything." 21-year-old.
I want to hang out with Jamie and her friends.
Of course,
Jamie's
everybody
friends.
does.
Do we have
Hello.
any? Do we have any of your friends in our Facebook group?
Yeah, we do actually.
Add more, please. We need more of
Some
Jamie's
of-
friends.
Some of my friends aren't on Facebook, but
Well, get them on Facebook. We gotta get them somewhere. I like Jamie's friends already, and I don't even know
oh,
them.
I'm telling you.
Oh, look at that! I like the way she moved her shoulders on
I
that
got
one.
good people.
So,
That's
all
the
right.
Malibu with the mangoes I put in it.
that
that
part.
part.
The drink of the week. The drink of the week. The drink of the week. All right. So,
Pepsi.
all right. So, all right. So let's be clear. Let's be clear before we move on to the next thing. Let's be very clear. All right. So, on a codependent person tends to make their relationship more important than anything else, including their own well-being.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
How many? 0 to 10.
How many what?
0 to 10. How many?
How many what?
How many people do you think?
How many people
From
do
0
I
to
think?
10. In a pool of 10 people, how many people
I
do
already
you think
told you,
live
6.
like that?
6.
6. All right. How many you got?
I'd say like 7 or 8.
Okay. How many you got? 1. She's in a whole nother world over here. This shit is unreal, boy. I need to hang out with more white people. And people think I already hang out with too many white people. This shit crazy.
I don't think it's white people.
I've heard that
White
rumor.
How
people
it is.
isn't
So you're-
necessarily.
Is your crowd of friends like diverse?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so you like this. So give me a number? You got to give me a number. How many people in a circle from 0 to 10? A codependent person tends to make their relationship
but
more
this
important
is the thing.
than
In
anything
general,
else.
out there, I would say.
No,
like,
not general.
in-
Your
in
circle.
any general
Close
group
to you.
of people.
Not general. Let's not do general.
We've discussed this several times.
So your
that would
circle.
be a low number.
Really?
It would be under 4.
What? Yes. Are they married? So you got a whole bunch of single friends,
No, I don't. I have married friends. Most of my friends are married
and they don't
or
put their,
in long-term relationships.
and they don't put their relationship before everything else.
No, in a healthy way they do, and there's a balance there. And again, this goes back to there's always a healthy balance. Like, if you're in a relationship and you can't ever see your friends or find any time to hang out with them because you always have to do something with your man, that's not a healthy situation.
All right, that's what's up. I can dig that.
Like, I get there's a difference between when you're both single.
He's about to change his answer.
No, I was gonna add to it, and if
okay, go ahead.
If you only hang out with your friends via Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, that's not healthy either.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I'm saying 9 out of 10, man, for real. I'm saying that I'm saying the overly majority of people put their relationships before everything else. I can give some examples, but it's going to take a lot of time. But I like the way that your hand is working on your chin. That makes for a good image, and I hope that we capture a picture of that because I feel like that tells the story right there. And then you doing that all works. You know what I'm saying? So I think my point has been made. So
either that or we're thinking about lunch.
Ain't that about a bitch?
That part.
All right. So
I'm gonna say it again. You know
all right. So before we go into the last segment, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna do a roundabout. A yes or no.
Yes, sir.
A yes or no. So, is codependency a positive or a negative?
Negative.
Negative.
I agree. We are all on one accord.
Negative, Nancy.
Negative. So, for y'all people out here, if y'all think if any of these symptoms fit you in your relationship, your partner, a friend, a family member, do your best to find the people that can help you change your perspective on life because codependency is not the place that you want to be. All right? That shit is not going to lead to good things at all. I've witnessed some people and some things, and I already know personally that shit goes all the way left. You know what I'm saying? So do everything that you can in your power to get around people that are going to support what you got going on, boost your confidence, help you build your self-esteem, help you learn things in life that are going to let you feel better about yourself and the things in the direction that you want to go so that you don't have to end up in a codependent situation. All right? Now, are y'all ready?
Go for it.
We're going to close it out with this. Sexual stereotypes.
Again?
What you mean again? You haven't played Sexual Stereotypes. You haven't played Sexual Stereotypes.
That's correct.
Are y'all ready? This is how this game works. Whose phone is that? Turn it off. Turn it off. I hear it vibrating. Whose is it? Turn it off, deuce. All right. Sexual stereotypes. So we're going to call out a We're going to call out a sexual situation. You have to explain, or not explain, but tell me what you think, what race and what gender of person that stereotype fits. All right?
Okay.
Are you ready? Drum roll, please.
You ready?
Are you ready? Who is likely to feed you after an orgasm?
BBW.
Is there any race?
No. They just want to feed you and fuck you. Shit,
There
they
you
ain't gonna
go.
send you home on an empty stomach.
Oh, man. Okay. All right. He said BBW. He shouted that out real
Plus,
quick.
you ever go home? Ever on the way home go to White Castles or Burger King, McDonald's? At 3:30, 4 o'clock.
She gonna make you a
NY, we
sandwich.
go to the diner at
Back
6
in my
o'clock in the
day,
morning.
man.
Yes, sir.
Back in the day,
Yes,
hell
sir.
yeah.
Oh, that is hilarious.
sir.
All right.
He was
Or
at
the corner store and
he
get
was
you a
at the
sandwich or a sausage, egg, and
That
cheese.
motherfucking diner with me back in the day. Shit,
Yes,
get
sir.
the Corinthian.
All right. So what we got? What you got, Duke?
He beat me to it.
BBW?
I'm
That's
with
the
him.
answer right
BBW?
there. Ding, you
What?
won.
What race? What race?
We just
It
said any
doesn't
race.
matter.
Any
Nah,
race.
it's all race.
All
Any
races.
race, y'all. We all on collective on that.
Shout out to
BBW's
the-
gonna feed you.
Shout out to the
That was a
thick,
collective answer.
beautiful women. Yes,
You
sir.
got it,
All right,
Ding.
cool. We will rock with that. We'll rock with that. That was a good one. I like a good sandwich. You know what I'm saying? I like a good sandwich. Can't be
Sandwich,
mad at
eggs,
that, you know what I'm saying?
pancakes.
Grilled cheese, shit.
yeah.
French toast.
All right. That was
Whole
good.
damn
That was
steak.
good.
You ever got the steak and eggs? At 5 o'clock in the morning, you been up all night?
Fuck the eggs, just give me the steak.
All
And you
right.
get to sleep while they making it.
Facts.
Woo!
Facts.
Powdered donut.
The home fries?
Oh my god.
Facts.
In the morning they suck you
Nah,
off and
they-
get your
that-
coffee.
That's real shit, right? That's real shit. Hey,
Oh,
shout out to all the BBWs, man. Shout out to all the BBWs. All right, y'all ready for the next one?
Going in
All right.
hard.
All right, here we go. Sexual stereotype number 2.
Number
Y'all silly
2?
as hell. Y'all silly as a motherfucker, boy. Sexual stereotype number 2 is going to ask, whose pussy is this the most?
Megan Thee Stallion.
He calling out names out here. This guy.
Shit.
Who's gonna shout out whose pussy is this the most? Race and gender. I mean, this one might be easier to say, female, the gender, but
We hope so.
yeah,
Well,
hope
actually,
so, right?
No, you never know what
I've heard it the other way.
Not be no nigga talking about who
I've heard it the other way, but
Let's
not
hope
in
so.
my bedroom.
All right, let's go. All right, so what you got?
Dude, I'm limited. I won't black and Spanish all the way all my
Okay.
life. So
Okay.
I done had him wrong.
it's been black. Yeah, man.
So what you going with? What you going with? Black
Black,
females?
black female, just from
All
life
right.
experience.
Black female slots.
Females.
What you got, Jane? What you got, Miss Sage?
I'm just gonna agree with the fellas.
Yeah,
'cause
good.
I know.
I'm
The
going.
Go with
Same
Megan Thee
song.
I'll go-
Stallion. I like that answer.
Megan Thee Stallion.
What
She
did
the
Black
one.
say?
She the one. We're
Everywhere
going with
we go,
Megan.
we
Thee
see the
Stallion
same
on that one.
hoes.
Every other city we go.
Hey, I see the same hoes. Hey, I'm going with black females on that one too. They be talking mad shit, you know what I'm saying? They be trying to lock it down.
Even when they Barbie dolls.
You a big fact. I ain't even mad at that. So I'm going with black females. So that's 4.
Now
That's
you-
4 or 4 on that one on black
If you
females.
Now, if you ask which one want to fucking cut you after, shit, we all
Uh,
know the answer to that.
Hey, Spanish. Hey, where they at? They speak their language over there. All right, y'all ready?
Yeah.
Sexual stereotype number 3.
Number 3.
Will not eat the pussy after penetration.
Black men.
Whew. What you got, Duke?
Just men in general.
No, I'm gonna have to go with you. Nah.
Oh, don't say
Some-
general.
I-
I'm eating the pussy all day, bro.
I said some men in general.
In-
What the fuck?
In general, and generally speaking, at least talking about it, black men.
Black man.
I think everybody. I think most race and genders, most men will do it.
Yeah.
But actually say that they will is black men.
Right.
I'm definitely going with black men on that one.
Because I said that at first.
I'm definitely going with black men. Jamie Sage, what do you have? Who's
I'm
going?
gonna trust you, gentlemen, with your knowledge
What do you
about
mean, trust
yourselves.
us? No, what is that? She's going to trust us. I'm going to trust you, gentlemen. What the hell? No,
Yeah.
that's not fair.
Yeah.
All right, but for the
bull.
record, I will.
Jamie Sage, I'm eating pussy after I
Sloss,
stick it
will
in.
you?
Shit, it's sex.
Hey,
I'm
goes
eating.
down and-
I'm eating pussy after I stick it in. Actually, I'm trying to make the pussy wet, and I'm trying to widen it out so that I can fit my tongue in it.
I will
My
do-
tongue is wider. My tongue is wider than my dick.
That shit up, and if I can pick you
I
up,
will do
I'll
it.
pick you up, flip you up like that, and eat that shit.
Yeah, like what the fuck? Like why would you not do that shit?
Like,
I will do what comes to mind.
look,
What comes to
listen,
mind? You know what I'm
listen,
saying? Like
if you-
I'm trying to get
If
to
you're
it.
still having sex,
Whatever
and
in the
Just go
moment.
with the
if you
moment.
having,
Go with
if
the
you
moment.
still having sex and you scared to eat the pussy, or you eating the, or you licking the pussy like you a little scared after, then something wrong with you.
Right.
Like, I know where the fuck my dick been. It's my dick.
That part, you know what I'm saying? Like where the fuck they do that shit at?
The
You know what I'm
fuck-
saying?
And if you putting it in, if you putting your dick in this bitch, and you at this age, and you not eating her pussy, y'all niggas is having some boring missionary sex.
Y'all are wasting
Like,
time
what
in
the
life.
Fuck
Like
out of here.
That's
you
okay.
You wasting time
They
in life.
setting them up for you to come later
Oh,
and
that
show them
part.
what life is really like.
And
No, you ain't got time for them young
and
niggas
he'll
no more.
take them.
Turn 'em out.
That shit
No,
over
he'll
there.
take them. Slocks will
Y'all
take them.
keep
Don't
that-
act like you
y'all
won't
keep
take
that
them,
shit
nigga.
over there.
Slocks will take that. You'll take that
My
bitch.
jersey been hung up.
Oh, this nigga, you'll take that bitch. You'll take a nigga bitch in a minute. All right,
I
y'all
mean,
ready for the
sport
last?
of it, yeah, I'll take a nigga.
Exactly,
bitch and give it back
for the
to
sport
him.
of it,
And give
exactly.
back to him, but my jersey been hung up.
This
Fuck
nigga
these
crazy.
niggas, you know how I feel.
All right, y'all
I
ready?
know you fuck
Last
with.
one.
Take your bitch.
Y'all ready for the last one? I want Jamie Sage to answer this one first. All right? So keep y'all can react how y'all want to react, but don't say anything. All right? Sexual stereotype number 4. Will watch his wife with another man?
A white guy. All day, white guy.
Oh man, how quickly? What you got, Slocks?
That's that Caco life.
Yeah. White man?
Yeah.
What you got to do?
You know, ain't no nigga gonna
Look at this guy.
ain't no nigga gonna let you fuck his wife and him watch it.
Oh man.
And him watch it, and them white dudes a motherfucking eat,
No.
eat the come out the out
Watch and not participate.
Right. Like you is not about to fuck my wife, come in her, and me come over there and clean that shit up. Fuck I look like. What the fuck I look like? What the
Now, being
Clean up crew.
recommending that shit to me like, boop. I mean, I'll come fuck your wife for you, but you ain't fucking my wife and coming in her and no, sorry, buddy, take that shit that way, or I'm slapping you through the fucking wall. Nope, but I'll fuck your wife for you.
That's funny.
And if she, yeah.
So, dude, what you got?
I'm with white men all day.
White men all day.
But in my additive, I will say, as a voyeur, I could watch a woman do it. I can't. There's no way in my mind I can sit in the chair and be like, It's just not me. I don't not knocking anybody what they like to do, but me, I can't see it.
I'm saying it could be anybody, right? But for entertainment purposes, I'm gonna go with white because y'all motherfuckers just made it very interesting. I've witnessed it from anybody.
Absolutely.
It can be anybody,
But
and that's
but
the problem
the majority
with stereotypes
of what
in
we
general.
see,
But for
the
game
majority of
purposes.
what we see, I'm not gonna say the majority of what's happening. The majority of what we see is white men. The media has it if that's how you want to put it. The media has it where it really only shows white men. Black men are usually that bull that's putting in that work. You know, the white man is a sissy boy in that aspect of. And I'm not trying to downplay anybody, but that's what it looks like.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
on TV.
Like, right. Because if like, what the fuck do I look like if I'm fucking somebody and then I come in her and you come over here and clean that shit out of her? Like, that's a fucking sissy or whatever the fuck you want to call it to me. That's some punk shit. And that's what, you know, they at the end of the day, it's sexual, so I'm not gonna say that. I'm gonna go with the sexual. That's some sub shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, that's definitely some sub shit.
You know what I'm saying?
But I will also add
because
But that's on another level of sub.
Nah, it is some sub shit. It's definitely some sub shit. You know what I'm saying? But I wouldn't say that it's specific to a race.
That's true. But you're the one that started the game.
Here you go.
Then he wants to turn it around.
But y'all all jumped so quickly and said white men.
But you know what?
Like it was so
that's
fast.
the image that everybody has.
That's what you see. That's why I said that's what the media puts out there for us to see.
Yeah. And I will add, because we're talking about the media, there is a very famous religious couple who is accused of cockholding with the pool boy. The pool boy, yes.
And he is exposing all the tea.
Wait, what couple is this?
He's exposing
you gonna make me call names?
Will and Jada?
No.
Who?
I said
another one?
white. Yeah.
Look, entanglement.
Yeah. So it's up there with the.
Say it.
Yes, Jerry Falwell Jr. He's a famous preacher. That's like
Who the fuck is Jerry Falwell
just like
Jr.?
Graham,
Okay.
Billy Graham Jr.
Yeah.
He's famous as well. But
Yeah.
I'm not talking about Billy Graham Jr. I'm talking about Jimmy Falwell.
Okay.
Like
Yes.
to watch his wife fuck the pool boy.
He says he didn't do it.
That's facts though. That's easy.
He said they admit that
They got
the pool
tape on
boy
video.
fucked the wife,
I believe
but
it.
he's saying he didn't watch.
They got audio.
But the
And
pool
then-
boy said he did.
And then now,
I believe it, though.
I believe it.
I believe that shit 100%.
The pool boy got pictures from him from of an underage student now.
Wait, well, all right.
So
The
I didn't
conversation-
catch that. I'm not up on that.
that's
conversation
about to-
just
that's
changed.
about to take a whole
Yeah,
nother,
no, we gonna the
but
conversation
that's
just
for another
changed.
day,
We ain't doing
'cause
underage
we can
nothing.
we can
That's
go
extra.
into-
We ain't doing
yeah.
that. All right.
I
So-
can understand that, but that's where that went.
So-
you need to look into that. Why?
So at first glance, when y'all hear about how you say it, Slocks, how you say it? Was it cuckold? How you say it?
I call it cockhold.
Cockhold. That's what it should be called.
Yeah, but it's
Cockhold,
cockhold.
whatever.
It's like a
Cuckold.
Yeah, you hold my cock?
C-U-C. That's hilarious. C-U-C-K-O-L-D. It should be called cockhold though. But yeah, so y'all saying that at first glance, when you hear the word cuckold or when you hear that type of situation, you automatically, y'all jumped at this shit so fast.
We can do this really quick.
I
can pull up Pornhub
y'all
and just
automatically jump to a white man.
Yeah,
automatically.
If you telling me if it's like if we having reading time and you're reading a romance novel and you say there's a cockhole experience, instant popping in my head.
White man.
Wow. I don't know what the woman's gonna look like yet, but the white man sitting on that couch.
That's crazy.
Sitting on that other bed.
Listen, I ain't mad at it. So I'm going with white man on that too. So we all on the same accord on that one. All right. So we have come to the end of the conversation. I am very, very pleased with the way we've communicated with each other today. I appreciated everyone's opinion. I feel everyone has put or contributed very valuable insight to this specific topic, and I thank y'all for that. How do you feel? We're going to go from my right all the way to the left, so we're going with ladies first. Miss Jamie Sage, how do you feel today's conversation went?
Excellent. And I was well prepared without notes. Thank you very much.
Oh, shots fired. She was. She came to the table, y'all. I threw a shot at her early in the day. About being ready or being prepared, and she said that she was mentally prepared, and I was like, whatever. And she showed up today. She came to the table. She has not let us down to this day. So we'll round of applause for Jamie Sage. She always shows up. All right. So our special guest, Slocks, how you feel about today's conversation? Was it a good thing?
I loved it. It went well. To me, it flowed just like any conversation that we always have. So we just had a few cameras around us. So
that part.
It was it.
Do you feel like the information or the things that we talked about today in this conversation will be able to affect people's lives in a positive way moving forward?
Well, it was a learning experience for me because now if I look at things and I take it with me home,
right,
see, and you start dissecting shit.
Yeah.
Man, there's problems with all of your friends. They depend.
That's
on
a
you.
fact.
They depend on you for everything, even if it's the smallest thing, and you depend on them. So, it was just a light bulb that went off. You already know these things, but you don't think about it because it's in your subconscious. So.
Right. So will you move differently?
Oh yes.
Do you believe that the people that are watching us will be able to move differently if they take the information in?
Yes, because there's a lot of energy that the people are holding on to that now they know they can let go. And once they let that energy go, a lot of those people they won't have a reason to be around those people. At the end of the day, if you can't learn from somebody, then why do you need them in your circle?
That part.
You know what I'm saying? We are here for knowledge. If I can't gain knowledge from you, then what the fuck am I around for? If I can't gain knowledge from you, what am I around for? Same as you. You know what I'm saying? Then we're not moving.
That part.
If we can't teach each other, learn from each other, and grow from each other, then there's no reason for us to be around here. We're just dead weight. You need to go find somebody that you can learn from.
Right.
So,
amen.
That's why we're so close, because from day one, I've been able to learn from you. You've learned from me, even if it was the smallest thing. I took something new with me every time.
Right. Facts. The Deuce. My wingman, the most important situation around this motherfucker. How do you feel about today's conversation? Do you feel that we've been successful in our goals to entertain and educate the people on these specific topics?
I think that we have been successful in definitely entertaining and educating. I think that this episode has shown that we all got more research to do between dependency and codependency. I have a whole new perspective on it that I didn't have last night when we went to sleep. Just doing more research on it, looking at the definition, having this conversation with all three of you guys. And Sage and I pretty much came from the same places. There's levels to it, and just having to reflect on myself and reflect on where I've been in life and mistakes that I've made and positives that I made and people and situations. I've learned a lot from that, just having to look this up. So I appreciate that you threw out dependency versus codependency, and I was trying to figure out, how are we gonna talk about this for an hour? But then when I looked into it, and I appreciate you had your notes and you were allowed yourself to be well prepared, even if we weren't allowed to be as equally well prepared. Flowing and going.
All right.
But yeah, definitely a lot to take away from lot of small growth, and if you grow a little bit, you're gonna grow a lot over time if you just grow a little bit every day.
That's a fact. Well, I'm grateful. You know what I'm saying? I feel like today's conversation has absolutely brought my life to a different place, and I was not expecting it to have this effect on myself. So I had plans on coming for motherfuckers' heads. I had plans on making it ruffling some feathers, but after sitting here with y'all, the energy that we had today, I absolutely will view codependency or this subject in general in a different way. And so it's affected my life positively. And I absolutely believe, with the help of you guys and just the presentation, the setup that we created for ourselves for this platform in this moment, it will absolutely allow people to be able to watch and take from it what we feel people need to take from it. It's not, people won't take it lightly because we set ourselves up in a professional way. People are going to take it that way. You know what I'm saying? So I thank y'all for being here. I thank all y'all for your input that you had. Some people are inebriated. I am. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not.
You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, everybody's opinion, no matter what, is still valuable. And I appreciate all of y'all. And we all showed up on time to work today. Everybody showed up. And we did what we came to do. And, all we can do is what? Grow, right?
Right.
We can't do nothing else. All we can do is get better, right? So we got to keep doing this. We got to keep having these conversations. We got to keep having the tough conversations.
Yes, sir.
Not the simple ones. We got to have the real ones.
We can have
ones
all
that make you reflect.
I mean, we
about
can have
yourself.
simple conversations too, but we got to have the real conversations. I want to have the real ones. I want to have the tough ones. I want to have the ones that make you think, right? So we're going to keep doing this. So, Kill Talk Radio, Sex, Love, and Hip Hop, the podcast. I am Livid the Dream Catcher. And to my right, Miss Jamie Sage. Say hello to the camera. Right?
Hi.
The wingman, the best man that I know in the world, the Deuce,
What's going on? Shout out to my folks who took us live.
my brother. And then I got my right-hand man in the building, my man, Slocks.
King man.
You dig? So we thank y'all for watching. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be right back at it next week. Next week, the topic is... What is next week's topic?
Do I
even
gotta
know?
look on the board?
I gotta look on the board. I don't even know what next week's topic is. It's
Action.
you did ask me. It's something.
I can't get the lights to get
Hey, we'll get back to y'all motherfuckers on next week's topic, but y'all know it's gonna be something that's worth watching. So thank y'all for tuning in. Everybody on YouTube, Facebook, whatever it is. Thank y'all for tuning in. We're gonna keep to it, man. This is a consistent thing. This is real life, man. I thank y'all for coming. I thank y'all for, buying into the vision and all of that, man. Let's keep it rocking. You did?
Yes, sir.
All right. So we out next week or follow. Or actually, does anybody want to give their information?
Yeah.
Find me. Okay, good. Do your thing. There you go.
You can find me on Twitter at Deucey Deuce. I think Livid also put up my Instagram, so I will say at Deucey Deuce there as well.
I did. Spell it out. Deucey Deuce.
Deucey Deuce is
At
spelled
DUCEDEUCE, because a lot of people spell the word deuce wrong. DUCEDEUCE, right?
correct.
There we go. You can find me on everything at Mr_Bonehard, MR_Bonehard, BONEHARD. Our Facebook group is Kill Talk Radio presents Sex, Love, and Hip Hop. You can find us on that. You can find us on YouTube at Kill Love Media Group. You can find me on Twitter. Everything. Everything is Mr_Bonehard. All right. And, we plan on, being as consistent as possible. So just stay tuned to us, man. Miss Jamie Sage, give the final words, please. It sounds better when a female does it.
Don't just do it. Kill it.
You dig. All right, we out, man. Thank y'all. Peace.
Peace.
Peace.